Hey, what's going on, everybody? Don Martino here. We are going to talk about House of the Dragon episodes 1 through 3, and I'm very excited to get into this one, especially because, yeah, to me, it's a real good prequel to Game of Thrones, and I haven't talked about these first 3 episodes yet, and the new one's coming out soon, so I really wanted to get this done. To me, what's making this such a successful prequel is it definitely understands what made Game of Thrones great. It's definitely got all the blood, all the gore, all the violence, but also the character work is most importantly what makes it great. You know, the character work is fantastic because Rhaenyra from the beginning is so likable as a character, right? And I really love her journey, and this first episode does something really great with her where it kind of shows you the arc, and this is what we're going to be following, right? With Rhaenyra, they take her and she starts out as this not nobody. I mean, she comes from royalty, right? She's a princess who turns into a queen because of what happens to her mother, right? And so basically what happens to her mother was extremely unpleasant, and it was unpleasant to watch, and I think it was very much that way by design, where you see her mother become pregnant and there's a chance that they could save the baby, right? But they had to do, I guess, what you would call a medieval C-section, or what they would do in the medieval times, right? And the king has to have the mother cut open, and it's real unpleasant. It's very disturbing. But I think a lot of the fact that Game of Thrones and this show takes those chances with very disturbing elements like that is part of what makes it great, right? Because we really feel the moment. We really feel like we're there. And the king, by the way, is one of the craziest characters to me. And of course, we're talking about King Viserys Targaryen, played by Paddy Considine, I believe is the actor's name. He's really good in the show, and man, did this guy just make moves of desperation throughout all 3 of these episodes, I felt like. And he's kind of a wreck. Like, you can really feel his life in shambles throughout the 3 episodes, and I think that's a lot of what's made that character extremely awesome. And one of my favorite characters so far is Ashley Hightower, played by Rhys Ifans. I think Rhys Ifans is a good actor, but I've never seen him in a role like this where he's really been able to show his real range of what he's able to do here. I think he's got a lot of freedom to play with this character, honestly. You could really tell, and he really fits the role extremely well, more than I've seen Rhys Ifans in roles in the past. I think he's done best here. And that's a testament, again, I think, to the writing and the directing and the style. I mean, George R.R. Martin has a lot more creative control on this series than he did Game of Thrones. He really, I don't think, had any creative control in Game of Thrones, but George R.R. Martin understands the world and why people love the Game of Thrones show so much, and why it was such a great adaptation. And I think that this is so good, this stuff. I think going back into the Targaryens and really seeing what happened with them is very cool. And I'll tell you what, they really casted extremely well with Rhaenyra. I mean, she's amazing. She really is amazing. She's incredible. And one of my favorite new Millie Alcock, I was looking up the actress's name. One of my favorite new actresses in the show is her, and I think that you see so much Daenerys in her, in Rhaenyra. I think that she does so well with that and just feels like a true Targaryen, and I really love all the stuff with the dragons, man. I mean, it's awesome fantasy. You know, it's good fantasy television, the stuff with the dragons, and you really feel that, again, like you did in Game of Thrones, and that's made the show really great as well. You also have a Lady Alyssa in the show, and she's got a really crazy dynamic. I mean, I really love the way that her and Rhaenyra play off each other. Really good stuff, and the stuff that's going on with her and the king, insane. Like, I don't know what's happening with that relationship. It's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. Like, let's be honest, it's very, very weird. And the king is really just, I don't know, man. He's making some really crazy moves in the show, but I think the reason that we're coming back every week, though, really, and let's be real, is Matt Smith's Daemon Targaryen is such a train wreck, right? Like, we see everything, and in the 3rd episode with this false surrender, that was nuts, man. I mean, that stuff was really crazy, and I can't wait to see what comes of that. But he's just one of those train wrecks, but he loves his family, right? He's got some kind of love for his family. He loves the Targaryen name, and he loves being able to hold that Targaryen name, but he was just kind of a wild card of a character to throw into the show. You never know what he's going to do next. But he's kind of insane too. He's kind of a massive pain in the ass. But I think it keeps us coming back every week to see what's going on with Damon. And the whole tiff that happened between him and Rhaenyra in episode 2, that stuff was great. Those two kind of going head to head the way that they did. And man, Damon is nuts, man. Damon is insane. And I think he's just so much fun to watch every single week. But again, I think this has done such a great job building the world, and the cinematography in these episodes, it's been phenomenal. It's been one of the best looking shows that we have right now, right? I think it's honestly the best show on TV right now. But yeah, it's so good, man, and I can't wait to see more of what happens. And yeah, these are just kind of my thoughts on episodes 1 through 3, a real general thing. I didn't want to go too deep because I don't like to make these videos too long. This is just kind of my general opinion on it, and honestly, I've enjoyed all 3 episodes. I think that the politics are there, they're set up, and I can't wait to see what's going on with Damon in this next episode. Honestly, I think he's got one of the most intriguing stories, right? And I love that he loves his family, right? But he's such an asshole at the same time. And that line when he was talking to, I can't remember, it wasn't Reza Fons, I don't think. It was somebody else. I can't remember who he was talking to in episode 2. Somebody comment that below. When he said that he could speak ill of the family and he will not, right? Nobody else will. But he can, because he is family. And I like that. That stuff played really nicely into it. And this show's awesome. This show's awesome. I can't wait to see what happens next. Rhaenyra and her marriage thing that was going on, where the father was trying to force her into a marriage that she didn't want to be a part of, with a Lannister, by the way. It's Jason Lannister, and I remember the guy who played him was in that Halloween movie. He was one of the podcasters in Halloween 2018. Jefferson Hall plays Jason Lannister, and so we did get our Lannister connection too, finally, which was super awesome. And yeah, I'm excited to see where everything goes. That's where I'm at with it, and it's been a good 3 episodes. So guys, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the first 3 episodes. I think they've been great once again. So all right, guys, all that said, I've been Don Martino. Thank you guys for joining. Before we get going here, help us out, please hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. And once again, I've been Don Martino, and I'm going to take off, and I'll talk to you guys.